In this sequence, we're going to focus on chest, shoulders, necks, upper backs. As always, let's start by finding a comfortable position. Sitting if you like, laying if you want. If we're laying down, we could have legs extended. If it's uncomfortable into the lower back, bend knee or both. And just take a moment to adjust the pelvis if you need. Hands can go anywhere, by sides if you like, on hips, tummies if you want. Under arch your back for support if it's comfortable. Under head or across the eyes. Closing eyes if you're happy doing that. And just focusing on your breathing. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. As you inhale, reach arms up past ears, stretching down through legs. Exhale, let's bring right knee in towards chest, bending that knee and hugging the thigh towards body. Up to you as always, head, shoulders down or lifting up, nose towards knee. Holding the shin, the back of the thigh or the back of the knee, and you can bring that foot down to the floor. We're just holding it here for a couple of breaths, enjoying that stretch across the hips. Lengthen down through leg, extend up through arms. Swap sides, exhale to bring the left knee into chest, hugging thigh towards body. Same options as before, and let's hold it for a couple of breaths. Lengthen down through leg, extend up through arms. Exhale, this time both knees come into chest. Ease those knees out. As always, we want to flatten and soften the lower back. We're just rocking side to side. Press thighs together, reach hands out to the sides into a T. And we're rocking the pelvis. As we do that, we swing the knees side to side. We've got that rotation through the lower back. Just warming up the spine a little bit. Knees going wider than shoulders, maybe as wide as elbows if we can comfortably, but do what feels most comfortable for you. Knees back to centre, hug thighs into body. Ease out a little bit, rocking across the lower back. Again, keeping the back soft when we do this. And from there, roll to the side, push up to seated. We're doing upper body stuff, necks, shoulders, chest and backs, so it doesn't matter too much what you do with your legs, just find a comfortable position. Find those sit bones, those bum bones, and find some length up through the spine. As you exhale, relax, rolling shoulders if you like. As you inhale, open up the arms into a T. Pressing the shoulders down away from the ears, create some space. So we've got that nice stretch across the chest already. As you inhale, open up, expand out through the arms. As you exhale, you need to squeeze the shoulder blades together, engaging those mid-back muscles, mid-traps, rhomboids. So we're strengthening those. At the same time, we're stretching the front of the chest into pecs, front of the shoulders. As you inhale, keep squeezing through back, but reach out into arms. Exhale, squeeze a bit harder. Another breath. Exhale, squeeze. As you inhale, reach out to sides. As you exhale, you're going to give yourself a hug. Take right hand under the left. Hug yourself. And you're trying to find the inside edge of the scapula. So that inside edge, medial edge of the shoulder blade. Have a breath here. As you exhale, draw the shoulder blades forward. We want to separate the shoulder blades stretching through those mid-back muscles now. Have another breath. As you exhale, going to add a little bit of forward flexion. So chin towards chest, it gives us that stretch through the back of the neck, and just leaning slightly forward. And we've got a couple of breaths here. I love this one. I feel that right across the upper back. Back to centre, unravel, swap feet if it's getting uncomfortable being in one position for too long. Find that length up through the spine and relax those shoulders, rolling them back if you like. Inhale, open up the arms, again stretching out through the arms and chest. Exhale, engage mid-back muscles, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drawing the hands backwards. Reach out as you inhale, open up chest, keep tummies tight, don't arch into the back. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Squeeze. Open up chest again. Exhale, give yourself a hug, left underneath this time. I think. Just swap it over from what you did last time. So finding the inside edge of the scapula. Have a breath here. And then chin to chest, drawing the shoulder blades forward, and a little tiny bit of forward flexion through the upper spine. And we get a couple of breaths here, don't we? Just relaxing. As you inhale, chest might want to rise a little bit back. Rise, that's fine. Exhale, relax into it. Back to centre, let's unravel. Swap over if it's getting uncomfortable. One of my favourite ones now. Inhale, open up arms. Exhale, hands on back of head. Either on top of each other or interlocking fingers. So we want to draw the elbows back, opening up. We've got this stretch through the chest, down into pecs. As you exhale, a little bit of side bend. So we're going over to the left. Right elbow goes up towards the ceiling. That brings it down into the lats, teres major, and down into serratus anterior. Have a breath. As you exhale, a little bit more side bend. As you inhale, take this top elbow, right elbow back slightly. Oh, and that really extends it down. Back to centre, unravel, swap if you want. Open up as you inhale. Hands on back of head as you exhale. Open up chest, elbows back. Exhale, side bend other way. So we're taking left elbow upwards. And again, can you feel it down into the side, into the chest? Have a breath. Elbow back. So this top elbow, left elbow back. Oh, right down into the chest. And back to centre. From here, we just need to come to all fours. Obviously, I need to turn on my mask. When we're here, let's adjust to make sure everything's where we want it to be. So hands directly under shoulders, shoulder width apart, and knees directly under hips, hip width. Have a breath here. As you exhale, you're just going to sit back into shoulder pose. So hips back towards heels, ribs down towards thighs, and then relaxing, heads, elbows towards mat. You can extend forward through the arms if you like with that elbows lifted. We've got options here, haven't we? Ankles flat if that's comfortable, curl the toes if you need. Hands close, elbows wide is more comfortable if you're a bit tight in the chest. Reaching hands back is another option. You could go wider with the knees and bring the feet together. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. From here, we need to get up. So as you inhale, come back to all fours. Curling the toes, pressing the hands into the floor. Because as you exhale, you're going back to down dog. Inverted V. Hips nice and high, lengthening through the backs of the legs. And exhale to step forward into forward fold. Feet between hands, tipping forward, little bend in those knees. Inhale up to ceiling. Exhale hands to prayer. So, come to the front of the mat. Let's take the feet hip width. Tummy's tight to start, glutes engaged, pelvis neutral, and hands in prayer. As you inhale, reach up to ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to sweep back with the hands, step back with the right foot into that sprinter's lunge. Let's check everything's in the right place. So hips, shoulders are square forward. I stay on toes on the back foot, pressing back into the heel. Get that stretch down through the calves. Squeezing through bums and tummies, bring the pelvis neutral and pressing forward through this front thigh. Opening up the chest, pressing back with the shoulders and down. We're not arching into the back as we do this. So as we squeeze the shoulder blades together, we're stretching the chest, front of the shoulders. Again, we're using those mid-back muscles. Then we're pressing the shoulders down, stretching through the neck, strengthening those lower back muscles. So lats and lower traps. As you inhale, sweep through, reach up. As you exhale, you're going to turn to the right, opening up the arms and dropping that back heel in. Again, take a moment to adjust if you need. So feet aligned through the central line in the middle of the mat. Arms in line with body, parallel with floor. Let's just check. Front foot, toes are forward. So left foot, toes forward. Foot aligned through that central line. And this is the important bit. Knee is on that central line. It's not dropping in, twisting. Back foot, we're going to line the heels up. Edge of foot lined with edge of mat. And feet nice and far apart. Almost as wide as outstretched arms. As we exhale, we're squeezing through the thighs. We're squeezing bums. We're pressing into the feet. And we're sinking into the hips. Make sure this knee's not coming beyond the toes. If it is, take those feet wider. We're opening up the chest, reaching out into the fingertips, engaging right across the back and engaging into the shoulders. Exhale, we're going a bit deeper. Open up, pull up through the center, engaging through core. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Go on then. And one last time. This is the fun bit. Turn on the back foot, turn the hips forward, sweep through, reach up. Hold that breath, hands down. Back to plank. Drop your knees if you need. Lower chest towards the floor. Elbows tucked into the ribs. Hover at the bottom if you can. Drop hips, lift shoulders. Shoulders back and down. We could have straight arms, we could have bent arms, or down to the elbows. Listen to your body. Exhale back into that resting position. Couple of breaths here. As you inhale, come back to all fours. Curl toes, exhale back to down dog again. Have a breath. Exhale, step feet between hands, lifting hips and tipping forward. Inhale to reach the ceiling. Exhale, hands to prayer. Little shake if you want, loosen everything off. And starting at the front of the mat again. Feet hip width, tummy's tight, glutes engaged, hands in prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep back with arms, step back, this time left foot, and just take a moment to adjust everything. Squeezing through thighs, buns, tummies, pressing shoulders back, squeezing shoulder blades together, and sinking into hips. As you inhale, sweep through, reach up. As you exhale, turn left. I'll have to turn on the mat, won't I? So you turn left, opening up the arms. Feet aligned on that central line, nice and far apart. We're squeezing through thighs, we're pressing into the feet and we're sinking forward. Just watch this knee. Arms in line with body, parallel with floor. I can feel my shoulders working. And a bit deeper as we exhale. We've got a couple more of those. You know I love this one. Last breath here. Turn on back foot. Up into our high lunge. Hold that breath, hands down. Plank. Sink and hover. Or collapse. Dropping hips, lifting shoulders. And back into that resting position. From here, we're just going to come to seated position. Doesn't matter how you get there. So we've got our nice neck ones now. These are the ones I'm looking forward to. Let's have a breath first, get that length. And just relax those shoulders, give them a roll if you like. As you inhale, open up arms. And exhale, hands behind the back. So we're going back and down the shoulders. We've got a nice proud chest. We need to squeeze tummies so we're not arching. As you exhale, we're just allowing forward flexion through the neck, chin towards chest. Doesn't matter if your chin doesn't touch chest, but don't let everything collapse in. Have another breath. Can you feel that stretch through the back of the neck? Upper traps. And all those ones with big names that I can't remember the name of. Let's come back to centre. Again, you can swap feet if you're getting uncomfortable in one position. Have a breath, get some length. And give those shoulders a roll. So this is one of my favourite ones. We're looking straight forward. As we exhale, we're going to take left ear down towards left shoulder, allowing some lateral flexion, just looking straight forward. You could, if you want, pop this right hand behind the back of hand, coming around to find that opposite hip. That adds some stretch through supraspinatus, adds a little bit more stretch on the front of the chest and shoulder. You could bring this left hand onto the head. We're not pulling on the head. We've just got that stretch down the side of the neck. It's a really nice one for scalenes. So we're finding that first point of resistance, we're stopping there. We haven't got loads of tension through the neck. As we exhale, we relax. And if everything through the neck softens, we take it a little bit further. So if you're happy as you are, stay as you are. If you want, we're going to take the back of the head backwards a little bit. Oh, do you feel how that brings a stretch into the front a little bit more? Couple of breaths here. We've still got that lateral flexion. We've also got a little bit of extension. You could look up towards the ceiling as well. That's quite nice. Back to centre. Swap if you want. Have a breath. Rolling shoulders. Looking forward, we're doing the other side. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Lateral flexion. Left hand behind back if you want. And that stretch through the top of the shoulder. And hand on head if you like. Not pulling again, just gentle pressure. First point of resistance, hold it there. Have a breath. And relax, because that's what it's really all about, just relaxing. As it all softens, if it all softens, a little bit deeper. If it doesn't soften and relax, don't try and go deeper. Just hold it there, and you're probably already too deep, so ease back a little bit more. Again, if you're happy as you are, stay as you are. If you want, take the back of the head backwards a little bit. Find that stretch here. Looking up slightly as well, if you like. Oh, it feels lovely. Back to centre. Swap if you want. So one last one of my favourites. I've said that a lot already. They all are. Have a breath. Exhale, forward flexion, chin towards chest, and then rotation. So we're turning, looking at the mat, looking down past this left elbow. Again, right hand round the back if you like to add that stretch. So we've got flexion, rotation, and this is a really nice one through the back of the neck into levator scapulae. We could bring the hand on top of the head if you want. It does look like you're sniffing your armpit, but it's a nice stretch. Oh, and I can really feel that now. Again, first point of resistance, not deepest point you can get to, especially not with the neck. Take it slow. Be gentle with yourself. One last time, back to centre, swap if you want. Flexion, rotation, round to the right this time, left hand round back, right hand on the head if you want. It's all optional. Find what works for you. And it's right here. Levator scapulae comes off the top of the scapula up onto the neck. And it lifts the scapula up. Hence the name. It's one of my favourite muscles. I've got a lot of those as well, don't I? Back to centre. Kicking the feet forward if you want. A little wiggle if you like. You know I like that. Feels nice in the backs of the legs. And then lay back. Give yourself a hug. Ease those knees out flat, soft backs, and let's rock side to side. Lengthen down through legs and extend up through arms. Exhale, hands just by your sides or anywhere else that's comfortable. Closing your eyes if you find that comfortable. If you prefer though, keep your eyes open. And let's just bring our focus to our breathing. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. As you inhale, feel the chest rising, ribs expanding. As you exhale, let go of all that tension and tightness. Relax and allow yourself to sink into the mat. Sinking deeper with every breath you take. Focusing just on your breathing. Forget everything else. Just a couple more breaths here. So, let's wiggle fingers and let's wiggle toes. As you inhale, reach arms up plus toes, lengthen down through legs. And exhale to bring knees back into chest. Create that space, keep the back soft, and let's rock side to side. From there, just roll to the side, push up to seated. You can stay laying if you prefer, if you find that more comfortable. Find just a comfortable position. Hands can be anywhere, knees if you like, prayer if you want, hearts, tummies, or laps. Again, close eyes if you find that comfortable, but if you want to keep them open, that's fine. Find those sit bones and get that length in the spine as you inhale. As you exhale, relax. Let's get that tension out of the shoulders. As I was then inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. Slow, deep, controlled breaths. let's open up our eyes. As you inhale, reach out and up, hands together, hands to head, hands to heart. And one last time, inhale, reach up, hands together, hands to head, hands to heart. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.